Yes, those are beads of sweat on my bald head. I'm Joe Morgan, and I manufacture tube amps for guitar. Morgan Amps has been around for about 6 years, and in that time, didn't start out to make an amplifier company. I didn't start out to, sell a million amplifiers to a million different people. I was just trying to make a good amp for myself, and things just kind of snowballed and got out of hand. So now, about 2/3 of every country music artist, modern country music artist, are using my products. I have over 40 guys that are touring around the world with major artists that are using the product and loving it. These guys are really discerning musicians because most of them are side guys, and what ends up happening is when they get home, when they're not on tour, they're doing session work. And they found that the amps record well, they get asked back for more sessions because their tone is consistent, it's on point, and it's easy to work with. All of my amplifiers are designed for that style of player. They're designed for the style of player that's going to use a pedal board, that's going to have to get around a bunch of sonic tones. So if you're wondering whether or not one particular model in my line works better with overdrive pedals or delays or what have you, they all are designed to work that way. If it doesn't work well with a pedal board, I won't build it. So since then, Sweetwater now is carrying 10 of my models, 10 of the most popular models, and it breaks down in really about 3 different categories. First, the one that I'm most known for is my AC category, which is your typical British EL84 amp. AC20, AC40, and Abbey are the best versions of that early 60s box style amp that I can produce. All of those models use my power scaling, which allows you to drop the power all the way down to 1/4 of a watt. So when the sound guy tells you, you know what, you turn down, if you need more, I'll give it to you in your monitor, you can actually turn down without adjusting all your pedal board settings or the way the amp feels with your guitar. You're just going to be less loud. The next line is the SW series. The SW is based off of an old Dumble amplifier that was manufactured for Graham Nash in 1974. A customer brought me the amp and wanted me to make a version of it for him. And what I ended up doing was changing quite a bit about it and updating it and making it a useful tool for the way that we use guitars today, because it's quite a bit different than where we were at in 1974. We talk about power supplies and pedal boards, and it's just a different game. So it's an updated version of a super clean Fender style amp. And I do like a 50-watt version with and without reverb, and a 22-watt version with 6 V6s with and without reverb. 22 is loud, the 50 is really loud. The 50 feels like 100, the 22 feels like a 50, but they're really fun amps to play. Then the third one is the RCA. The RCA is actually stands for customer's initials. I had a guy come in, he asked me for wanted an amp that could get around a bunch of different tones, and I designed this for him specifically, and it turned out great. There's a special output transformer that allows you to swap different power tubes in. So you can use 6 V6s, 6 L6s, KT66s, EL34s, KT77s, whatever you feel like putting in there as an octal power tube will work. And because it's a cathode bias class A amplifier, you don't have to rebias the amp. Just simply pull one set of tubes, put a new set in. And that's really got my sonic signature on it. But it'll go the full range of tones from Fender-y to Voxy to Marshall-y, and then its own thing in between.
That's not